Hey everybody, it's Miss Barb. How are we doing tonight? All right, I am making a garlic butter truffle tonight, and then I'm going to make some tuna to put on top of it. So I have got my egg here, okay, and I kind of lightly beat it around. All right, and a half a cup of mozzarella cheese. Okay. And then a tablespoon of coconut flour. Oops. Brand new coconut flour here. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. All right, so let's see. 1 tablespoon of coconut powder went in with the egg and cheese. And then a half of a teaspoon of garlic powder. This is powder. Okay. And then a quarter of a teaspoon of baking powder. Now remember, baking powder is different than baking soda. Baking powder is going to help it rise, so they're fluffy. Okay. Baking soda in the orange box, that's not what you want that for. Okay. Not in these recipes. All right, so we put a little cheese on the bottom of our waffle maker. All right, and we're gonna let this do its thing. Gonna let it set for just a minute. And then, while that is sitting, we are going to make, here we go. Okay, so this is what our mixture looks like. We're gonna take half of it and put it in our waffle maker. And it's a little thick. All right, and while that's doing that, we're going to make up the topping that goes on top of it, which is basically melted butter, garlic salt, and some Parmesan cheese. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to melt a tablespoon of butter. Okay. And a quarter teaspoon of garlic salt. Now, go easy on the garlic salt, because A, you've already got garlic in there, and B, if you're using a salted butter, it'll be way too salty. Just a heads up. Okay, and we're going to put this in the microwave for about 10 or 15 seconds. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, this is what our first one looks like. Okay, and here's our butter that we made. Okay, about 15 seconds in the microwave, that's all it took. And then we're just kind of gonna smear it on there. Just like that. We're gonna let that sit while the other half of this is working. And then I opened up a pouch of tuna, and I did 1 egg, kind of hard boiled, like in the microwave type thing. All right, and then we're going to put a little bit of Parmesan cheese on this one. We're going to leave the other one without it, because I like them both ways, so you guys can see them both ways. Okay, that's what it looks like. Be right back. Okay, in here I have a pouch of tuna. I have 1 egg that I did in the microwave for 30 seconds, and then I squished it up. Okay, we're going to mix that in. I have some onion powder. If you want to use fresh onion, feel free. You can add some celery as well if you want. I also put in some of the garlic salt blend. Okay, this is smoked salt and garlic and parsley and a couple other goodies. This is from the Tea and Spice Exchange. I love that place. All right, and then we're just going to put in a little bit of mayo. And when I say a little bit, that's, ooh, hang on a minute, I got to get a regular spoon. Okay, got a spoon. I didn't realize my jar was almost empty. All right, it's a tablespoon. Start out with a small amount, because otherwise it can get soupy, and you don't want that. Okay. Now, if you were putting this on regular bread, you could add a slice of cheese to it if you wanted. Okay, but I personally just like that. That's all we're doing to it. All right, be right back. Okay, this is what our chaffles look like. Okay, this one has some Parmesan cheese on it. This one doesn't, but they both have the garlic butter. Here's our tuna. So we're going to do is I take our tuna. Now you can make chicken salad and put on there if you wanted. You could use bacon. You could use ham. You could use sausage. You could do turkey. I mean, you can do anything you want on these. Okay, just like that. All right, and then we're going to go out and have dinner on the patio, and I will go over everything with you, over all the grams and everything. So don't go away. All right, guys, we're back. All right, so this is our dinner. All right, it's a garlic chaffle, okay, with garlic butter, and this one has some Parmesan cheese on it, and this one does not. They're made with mozzarella cheese. So if I've done my math correctly, the tuna has 16 grams of protein per pouch. I added an egg to it. That gives us an extra 6 grams. So that brings us to 22 grams. Now, the chaffles have an egg, so that's another 6 grams. That brings us up to 28. And then a half a cup of the mozzarella cheese brings us up to 5. That brings us to 33 grams of protein. Okay, yeah, delicious, huh? All right, so now it does have the melted butter on it, so that is kind of high in calories. You can leave that off if you want. All right, just a thought. You have to play with that on your own. I don't mind it because I don't get enough calories. I'm lucky if I get 1,200 calories in a day. It's just kind of where I'm at. You know, I've had bariatric surgery, and so my tummy is real tiny, and I eat high protein meals because that's kind of where I'm at. So, you know, you do you, and if you're concerned about your calories, then leave the butter off. If you're not concerned about the calories, then put the butter on, okay? So, let's take a bite of this and see what it tastes like. Delicious. It would be the bomb with chicken. It would really be good with chicken. So there you go. There's my dinner tonight, my chaffle recipe for the day. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them. Remember, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Bye, guys.